So hello everyone. This is the another class wherein we will be discussing about ethics, morality and values and the related terms. Concept formation is very important, as I told in the last class also. And I also told the structure of this GS paper 4, which is otherwise GS paper 5 in the entire syllabus. This paper is very tricky, right? Earlier also I told you. So the word limit in it comparatively less, but still we have to think a lot because the analysis is more. And this has to means bifurcated into the case studies as well as the scholar's thought and the kind of answers that we have to write. But anyway, to begin with, the first class after the structure of GS paper 4 was discussed in the previous class, we can start our class with ethics, morality and values. In the normal life, we can have similarity in these terms, but there is a thumb rule of grammar, of every grammar. If there are two similar words, or if there are two words with same meaning, there has to be a difference, slight difference. Otherwise, there cannot be two words, right? So synonyms and antonyms, but still there is a slight difference. You are ethical or you are moral, but when it comes to the natural life, normal life, day-to-day life, this difference is not very important or significant. But UPSC exam, this difference they have asked. In the state services also, like UPPCS, they have asked this difference. We have to understand because GS paper 4 is all about ethics, integrity, aptitude. Now, to begin with, say for example, if ethics is talked about, what do we mean by ethics? Something good in one personality, right? That is accepted or liked by the society, right? So is the morality. And if one is not good, then we can call him as unethical. Yes or no? And likewise, morality also, immorality. Yes or no? But there are technical things also. Say for example, you are walking. It is not good or it is not bad. It is the context which make it good or bad. So this walking can be amoral in itself. Means goodness or badness is not hidden in this activity, right? So there are concepts wherein psychology is not there. They are devoid of a soul. So amoral can be there. Now, if we have to make the difference between these three, what do? I just write morality, ethics and values. Time being, we are going to focus on the morality part. Now, morality is from the Latin word mores, something good related to society. But in general terms, morality is individualistic in nature. Right? Whereas ethics is generalistic in nature. Now, how and why this difference is? Now, I tell you how it is. For example, there is a person. This person's morality is M1. This person likes to kill the people. इसको लोगों को मारना बहुत अच्छा लगता है. And because he likes, it is his morality, because it is individualistic. It is not connected to any other person. There is another person whose morality is M2. He likes to save the people. इसको लोगों को बचाना बहुत अच्छा लगता है. Yet there is another person he doesn't know what to do. He is not motivated by either of the two कि मैं किसको मारूं या किसको बचाऊं. Technical person. Now he likes to kill the people, he wants to save the people, and he likes that too. So it is their morality, because it is individualistic in nature. If one is gangster or one is ethical hacker, it is his morality. One drinker is there, he likes or she likes to drink, he feels good. Other person is not feeling good about that person, no problem in that. Okay. Now, when many people, say for example M1 dash, M1 dash 2, M1 dash 3, there are other people of same morality who likes to kill the people. Who likes to kill the people? There can be a group of like-minded people. This group's morality will be called as ethics. And there are people, say for example, M21 and M2, right? This group is different. They want to save the people. They both are correct, because this group is of army, is of defense. They want to kill their enemy, and it is their main duty. If their enemy is not killed, they will be killed then. And this group is representing medical ethics, or this group is of the doctor. Even if one is enemy, they have to save their life. So the ethics is different. So this is defense ethics. This is medical ethics. So defense ethics and medical ethics, both the branches are very, very different. Perspective is different. Hierarchy is different. Doctors group and army people's group, you will find difference in them. And these people, sometimes engineer. So engineer and other scientists made the bomb to save the country, but they don't know that this bomb will be exploded in their country or will be exploded in the other's country. You are getting my point? So a rifle they made to defend themselves. They kept the security guard also, but the security guard once assassinated the prime minister too in the home itself. You're getting my point? So this contest is very, very different. I'm talking about the then lady prime minister. So someone is to save you, and that same person killed you. You got my point? So it means what? Morality is person based. It is individualistic in nature. It is something related to conscience. Whereas ethics is general in nature, sometimes society based, it is group based, and it is plural in nature. You're getting my point or not? Whereas it is singular in nature. It is singular in nature. These are the differences. But since I told you the subjectivity loaded in it, if I need to connect more to this morality and ethics factor, I can remind you of the legal profession. Say for example, Ajmal Kasab. The heinous crime that he did was to be given death penalty, execution in just 1 or 2 days time, right? But in India, rule of law, due process of law. So it took more than 2 years, and till the time the human rights activist, the global community, and defense also was provided within India, that this party is there, Ajmal Kasab, the defense person, means the lawyer to defend him, should also be there. And everyone is knowing that this person is wrong. He has to be given death penalty. But the person who was representing Ajmal Kasab to defend him was doing his morality part or ethical part? Tell me. The person who was defending Ajmal Kasab was doing his morality part or ethical part? If the legal fraternity, legal profession is to be connected, then he was doing his ethical duty. He was doing his ethical duty, but morally, he was not so, or he is not so, because many people might have been killed who were belonging to that man who is defending. But if I am operating upon my enemy who once attacked me, as a doctor, it is my ethical duty to save him. Morally, I would not like to save that man. So ethics and morality is residing in one person. But if we have to connect both of them together, so morality is here and ethic is supraset, whereas morality is subset of the ethics. You have understood the term or not? Now, if I give you a question, say for example, statement number 1, morality, if generalized, is called as ethics. Second statement, though such objective questions are not asked in UPSC, but I need to clear the concept. And concept is clear when out of the descriptive concept you are making a question for prelims like. Okay. And if I write here ethics, if personalized, is called as morality. Now there are options A, B, C and D. So here I am writing the first is correct, second correct, both correct and none correct. Tell me the answer. What is the answer? Both are correct. Morality, if generalized, means you are bringing it to a group level, to a societal level. It is plural in nature, then it is called as ethics. Yes or no? Whereas otherwise, ethics, if personalized, is called as morality. It means if ethics is personalized, will be called as morality, whereas if morality is generalized, will be called as ethics. Okay, so this is a kind of mathematical scientific representation of this very subjective concept. And I also told you that both the things are residing within the person, and this is the context through which we can make it clear. Okay. Context is very, very different. If you are flower loving person, right, you will not like to kill the flower for the worshipping purpose. Okay. Earlier also I told you the same line that गए थे मंदिर में गुनाहों की माफी मांगने, लेकिन वहां पता चला एक और गुनाह कराए हम. राइट. गए थे अपने पापों को धोने के लिए, लेकिन हम वहां फूलों का कत्ल कराए. Okay, so this is a context effect which is very, very dynamic in life. Okay, I now connect the other part to the ethics. Say for example, if I connect the ethnicity, right, to the ethics, what is the difference between ethnicity and ethics? What is the difference between ethnicity and ethics? Ethnic attire, kurta pajama, sari, dhoti, it is ethnic wear or not? Traditional in nature, followed for long. Ethnicity, tribal, India. Yes or no? Tribal people are ethnic people, hardcore people sometimes. Or our normal traditions are also called as ethnic wear. Sabhyata store, W. Yes or no? They don't keep the kind of jeans and all. They are having salwar kurta, the ethnic wear for the Indian female. Okay, though the westernization and Indianization is happening in the other country, which is good to see now. Not Indianization, in the Western country, Indianization of the attire is going on, apart from the yoga factor and all. So ethnicity is traditional, is group based, and is sometimes stereotypes, not generally accepted. Whereas ethics may be generally accepted. For example, honesty is the best policy. Is what? Is sometimes ethics. Yes or no? Now, if I connect the law factor to the ethics, what is the difference between law and ethics? Now, please don't say that ethics starts from E, sir, and law starts from L. No, it is not. What is the difference? If I say that ethics is natural and law is artificial, am I correct? Ethics sometimes is accepted norms or God made thing, whereas law God has made or human made. It is human made. So it is artificial in nature. Law is amended. Yes or no? Whereas it is in the accepted zone, gradually comes. It's not that it is one fine day we can change Sati Pratha and all. Raja Ram Mohan Rai, it took centuries. Roop cover, the last Sati from Rajasthan. It happened after centuries. Anyway, so the ethics and law are different not only in terms of their artificiality, their naturality, but also the fact that ethics is older and law is newer comparatively. It is not law that which was made first. Ethics came with the human. Okay? Now, ethics has shaped the law or law has shaped the ethics? Ethics has shaped the law more. Now, there is a question that ethics is directly proportional to law or indirectly proportional to law? Or what is the kind of connection between ethics and law and even morality? Tell me, if I need to give you an example, selling of liquor is ethically correct, morally correct or not, and it is legally correct or not in India? Selling of liquor is legally correct. This is one thing. In Corona time, first shops and the queues. Here, in Delhi also, they had to collect the taxes. But from the lenses of society, right, if you look at whether it is ethically correct or not, It is not. No family will like that any family member should drink. Ultra modernity is different thing, right? But morally, it is correct or not? Answer is sometimes yes. For the person who is selling the liquor, because he is not into the gangster work and all. He has taken the legal permission. He is selling it. He is earning the money. He is paying the tax. So it is legally correct, but from ethical perspective, it is not justified. So it means from ethics point of view, it is not justified, whereas from legal point of view, it is justified. So it means law and ethics are every time or absolutely not directly proportional to each other. This is one statement that you have verified now. Now, if I talk about the LGBT, ये बड़ा काम आता है, ठीक है? Yes or no? So that's how it is. Now, LGBT की यदि हम बात करें, the natural marriages and the marriages out of the choices which are not belonging to the God-made world. Now, these are ethically correct, morally correct, or legally correct. So, LGBT is now legally correct, which was not there earlier. It is clear. Is it ethically correct too? Sometimes no, from the general perspective. But from moral point of view, again, it is correct. Yes or no? So we have to understand the thing that ethics and law are not directly proportional in absolute terms. But generally, these are to be in conformity. Okay? Because ethics is shaping law, but we are so artificial in today's world that we have to look after the marginalized section, the very small community which is believing not in the societal terms, but they're in own terms. We have to respect them. That's how it is, right? Now, if I need to tell you one more thing, that in ethics, if I write that there is something called as microethics and there is something called as macroethics. What is the difference between these two? I told you that from morality, you can go to the ethics when you are going to the group. Now, before ethics, there is something called as microethics. How it is? I tell you that there is a person at home, he can or she can wear any attire of choice. But when one is joining a department, maybe one is IPS, so one has to go in the uniform. Yes or no? And the dress code is there, code of conduct is there, reporting time is there, pack-up time is there. So there is a code of conduct. So if a person is living the social or personal life as well as the professional life, here comes the microethics. But this person is doing it at personal level. So microethics is coming closer to morality because it is at the individualistic level. Beyond it, if we go, then there will be macroethics. Macroethics is greater than ethics in terms of the fact that in India, we have different ethical society, wherein in Western country, the society is very different, right? And for this, I need to tell you that what is value is all about, right? To clear this, I will come back to it. So say for example, values are to be defined. Then in normal terms, we say that values are preferred way of doing things. Preferred way of doing things. My value is to earn money through the hard work. But one is thinking that let me have some of the gangster kind of work to have the shortcut. maybe that thing will be cutting him or her short in the longer term, but the person is having that perspective and orientation. We cannot help. Cheating in his exam is also there, one kind of shortcut. Okay, but values are always sometimes macro group based, or you can say country based. Why it is? Because if there are many ethical groups, say for example, there is a group of doctors who are practicing medical ethics. There is defense ethics also practiced by army people, navy people, air force people, and sometimes technical ethics by the engineers. But they are speaking Hindi, they are celebrating the same festival, they are having the Indianness in their mind. So are they not connected at the cultural, traditional or societal level with each other or not? Answer is yes. Now within country, all these different ethical groups are working, but they are connected because of their same language, same culture, same tradition, same celebrations, festivals and all, and they will constitute as value group. Say for example, Indian value. Say for example, Western values. Say for example, Chinese values. Yes or no? Can you say them as Chinese morality? No. Indian values. Say for example, here, arranged marriage. But Western country are also about contract marriage. Maybe because of the visa things and all, they started doing it. But can we have contract marriage here in India? No, hardly we are able to accept love marriages and all. यहाँ तो एक जन्म में शादी वाली बात नहीं है, तो 7 जन्म की बात है. एक बार हो गया बस खत्म. ठीक है. सो प्राण जाए पर वचन ना जाए. दिस इज ऑल अबाउट इंडियन वैल्यूज. ओके, you will tell. You are having experience. So it is about one life, or it is about 7 lives together? Marriage. So you are married. It's for one life or for lives to come? 7 lives. Acha, hard to say. Your wife will see it and will okay. Now about the technical ethics also, if we connect Chinese product, will you like to purchase Chinese product? Answer is just negative, because Chinese products are about quantity. It's about quantity, whereas Western values are about qualities. And in the Western values, if you talk about European values, Swiss watches, Mercedes, it is purchased for the quality, that one is having confidence in the engine and everything. Okay, Chinese product, if you want to purchase the Chinese watches, these are not in form of 1 piece and all, kilo ke bhav mein, right? 1 kg 2 kg Chinese watches and all. So quantity versus quality orientation, it is because of the value, communist value, socialist value, right? Connected at the country level, you can recall. It cannot be communist morality. Okay, macro group. Now I told you that I will be bringing you back to this factor wherein we were understanding the macroethics. Now microethics is practiced by an individual living personal life as well as the professional life, right? And it was lying here. But when we talk about a concept greater than ethics, which is called as macroethics, means the person is having the value component in it. Say for example, I am making NRI group in different country. In different country, I will be representing what? Indian values there. But I will have to practice their values too. So this will be a macro concept. The Indian diaspora at the global level having the macro ethics in that. Okay, something greater than ethics means we are not following the the group-based ethics purely, but we have to take the cue. This is called as matrix organization. Okay, the BPO, KPOs, they are what? Part of matrix. Okay, I think the thing is not getting complex in your mind, rather it is simplified. Am I correct or not? Because beyond this, you cannot go, the books may not tell you about the science of ethics, but here it is, right? And it is purely self-made recipe. Okay, if you can learn it better way, that would be fine. Now, if we talk about the values, ethics, and morality connection, right? What is the connection between these all four? Now, I can say that morality, if generalized, is called as ethics. If ethics is personalized, is called as morality. But if ethics is generalized, will also be called as value. It is not that it is every time correct, but just we are making an attempt and effort to just making it little clear in our mind. If ethics is generalized, is called as value, because I told you that medical ethics, defense ethics, technical ethics, all people are Indian, same language, same culture, same celebration, so they are connected with each other at the country level. So they will be constituting a value group. But though it means in English, preferred way of doing things. One singular person or one individual can also be having own value, not a problem. Now, if the values are personalized, or you can say group based, small group based, then it can be ethical group. And if values are totally personalized at the individual level, it will be called as what? Morality. It means analogically, if I need to connect in this classroom, I will say that a small brick out of one wall is morality. The many bricks together in the wall is ethics. Taken 4 walls together along with this roof and this floor will be what? Value. And you are having this value house in you, your values, your honesty, your trustworthiness, your truthfulness. Yes or no? So honesty is value, or it is ethics, or it is morality? Honesty is a value, and we need to learn the value. Can we check ethics, morality, and value of a person? Value house of a person can be seen directly or not? Answer is negative. And that is why we use a small window to peep in someone's personality, and this window is called as attitude. There are attitude tests which are called as what? Achievement test. UPSC is also an achievement test, whereas CAT exam is performance test. I will tell you the difference between aptitude and attitude. UPSC exam is not purely aptitude test. Aptitude is very small component. It is checked in CSET, but overall it is achievement test. You may be above average person 45%, but you can top this exam. One may be IIT and or in IIM may not claim that he or she will become an IAS. This is what? Achievement test. Kalidas with Dotma, you remember? Anytime there may be a kind of enlightenment, there may be a kind of eureka experience in life. कुछ भी हो सकता है जिंदगी में, कभी भी विद्वान बन सकते हो. ठीक है, नहीं अभी तो आप हो, लेकिन आगे भी रहो, ये अच्छी बात है. So I hope that I have made it clear that what is the difference between morality and ethics, what is the connection of them with value, and what is the connection between ethics and ethnicity, what is the connection between ethics and law. Any doubt in that? Yes. And here, if we need to connect the micro and macro ethics, then morality, ethics, and value. Here we are having what? Micro ethics. And here we are having macro ethics. Now you are asking that what is the difference between value and macro ethics? Values are at the global level sometimes, or at the country level. So cosmopolitan is what? A value only. Having all the religiousness in ourselves is also a kind of big value, global value. But if we are having macro ethics, so for example, we are doctors. Medical ethics it is. But these doctors are serving in army. Part of the rank and the hierarchy. Will it not be a part of their values? Medical ethics working in the defense ethics domain. Or these doctors are going to serve in another country. So Western values, and there is a small group who are of medical ethics. Will it not be more than their medical ethics? Answer is yes. Because you have to adopt to their norms. You have to live in that climate. Climate means the climate of the norms, the lifestyle. Okay, that will shape you, that will impact you also. And this is what NRI group is all about. Have you understood it? Because you are an Indian, totally, you are comfortable. When you are going to the other country, you have to be more of what you are. Sometimes you will be learning, and after a month or so, you will be adopted. So you are a college going girl. Not now, you were, but you came to the UPSC domain, which was totally new for you. Not new, but relatively new. But gradually you are adapting to it. Your friends are sitting here. Now you are not connecting with them gradually after a month or so. So that is what is a kind of macro ethics in this class. You are from medical ground, you are from engineering ground, you are from humanity. This is what UPSC is also an example for macro ethics, and every organization is. Just it is to make it clear that the academic concept, illustrations and all, so that way you can write it very easily. We'll be having dictation after these three concepts are clear. So I just need to summarize here that morality is individualistic concept, it is conscience based concept, it is singular in nature, and morality cannot be observed, and it is observed by a person only. Because if I want to study in room, it is me who need to observe. What if the parents are observing the children? May not be fruitful, because children may be seeing the book but not comprehending it. Whereas ethics is plural in nature, societal based, group based. When morality is generalized, is also called as ethics, and ethics is all about norms, right, which have been evolved in a society. Anthropology is also helping morality and ethics in some sense or the other. And when we talk about values, these are generally referred to as preferred way of doing things. But when many ethical groups are living together because of their similar language, similar celebrations, traditions, at the country level, we constitute these different ethical groups as value groups. For example, Indian values, Western values, European values, Chinese values, quantity versus quality. One example, arranged marriages versus contract marriages, another example. There may be many things. Then ethics and law, not directly proportional to each other. I gave you the example of selling of liquor and as well as LGBT. May be legally correct, but it's not ethically correct. And it can be otherwise formula. Ethnicity and ethics also, I told you. Ethics is a general term, whereas ethnicity is about a particular group, say for example tribal group or our traditional wears and all. Okay, so with these concept we are done with this topic, but there are many more illustrations. We have to discuss the questions asked by the UPSC, but before that please take the dictation, and before dictation we can have 5-minute break. We will be meeting after 5 minutes break. Okay, so see you. Bye bye.